MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Lots of pink all around for this Mother's Day matchup between the Seattle Mariners and the New York Yankees. The Yankees attempt to break out the brooms in this three-game series right after this. Trevor Bauer will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
Barehanded pickup, got him! And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard. Ready with the first pitch, here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Bauer has racked up over 1,300 innings on the Major League mound and has an ERA just under 4. A respectable number that he'd like to improve upon in this one. Voit is over and he tucks it away for the second out. Mitch Haniger the next to bat. Only 1 hit for him in his last 4 ball games. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
A ball and no strikes.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
2 balls and a strike to the Mariners' first baseman.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Florial on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More to come on MLB Network's Sunday Baseball after this. Taijuan Walker starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away. Into the box now, Mike Ford. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And that misses inside, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hard liner to center field. Smith is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2. And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. 0-1 the count. Walker gets the sign. Here comes the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Now here's the pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
So a full count now. 2 out, nobody on. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away. Digging in now for the Yankees, Luke Voit. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Low with the splitter, ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A Ball and 2 strikes now.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
One ball, 2 strikes.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1 and 2. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at home would be extra special.
And if they're going to get something close to a repeat effort out of their pitching staff in this game to the one they got yesterday, that would certainly help the cause.
No doubt about that, Matt. A combo platter combined shutout yesterday. Hopefully they can continue to throw more zeros up in this one today.
And there's out number 2. And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Murphy, originally from New York State, he was selected in the 3rd round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Going back is the left fielder at the track. Gone!
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, Gary Sanchez.
The catcher, Gary.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The windup and the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Lays off the splitter that time, and it's 2 balls and a strike.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And that's in there, base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, Devo. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
So digging in now, Mike Tuchman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
And a good eye as he lays off, and the count moves to 2-1 now on the Yankee left fielder.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Relay to first in time. Next for Seattle, Donnie Walton. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. The pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. He'll get it into second. And he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Edgar De La Cruz, trying to make it a 2-0 ball game by bringing home that runner from third.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
1-2, the count to the Mariners shortstop. On the ground to the left side. LeMahieu gets to it. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
Now batting. The right fielder.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. 2 out, nobody on. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. So the Bronx Bombers do, of course, trail by a couple of runs already, so they're going to have a diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Now batting. The first baseman.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Vogelbach behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well-executed changeup. If he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
Still even at 2-2. Henniger is off of first with 2 away. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. There's the knuckle curve laid off, 1-1. Looking to minimize the damage here. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
2 down, runners at first and second. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. 3-2, a full count to the Mariners' designated hitter.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Boy, what a battle there, D-Roll. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulled.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is.
Welcome back. As the Yankees prepare for their third turn through the order, fans of the Bronx Bombers have been treated to quite a bit of production from this lineup so far this year. Entering the day, they're among the best teams in the league in avoiding the strikeout. I asked one coach about that earlier, and he said it's not something they harp on too much with the players, but they do have a lineup full of guys who want to compete on every pitch and who have great bat-to-ball skills. He added, not every team is so lucky to have that kind of makeup. Guys?
All right, Heidi, thank you. Line drive to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. One out here in the Yankees' third inning, and it brings Estevan Florial in at the plate. A ball and no strikes. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Now here it comes. Hit back up the middle, fielded cleanly, and quickly there are two away. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. And that's in there for strike one. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first two pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mariners manager to discuss his thoughts on Seattle's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Rounded sharply, but right at that loaded side of the infield. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the fourth.
Up next for Seattle.
Settling in now, Kyle Lewis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now that.
So stepping in, Donnie Walton. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Fastball in there for a called strike. No swing on the knuckle curve, even at 1-1. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
Hey, after the double at his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. That's popped up. Torres is under it to make the catch to end the inning. Mariners are down in order. They lead it 3-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And striding forward, the designated hitter, Mike Ford. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2.
Hey, I know how frustrated he is right now. They say the pitcher gets a strike, the hitter gets a strike, and the umpire gets a strike. That's exactly what's happening right now. He's got to regroup. He's got 1 more.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw is there to record the first out. So 1 away now, and that brings up the dangerous right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Two balls and no strikes, the count to Stanton.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Good curveball there. Clipped the outside black for a called strike.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
No offer from Stanton. It's ball 4, so he'll head down to first. Stepping in, Luke Voigt. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
And he got him. So 2 are gone now in the Yankee half of the 4th. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher Gary Sanchez. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And there's ball 1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Malik Smith. Little chopper back to the mound. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
Digging in, Edgar De La Cruz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Tauchman is there, so 2 pitches and 2 outs thus far.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, Mitch Haniger. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Hit hard on the ground to first. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mariners 3 and the Yankees nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said that collectively as a group, their timing appears to be way off. As a result, they're often getting blown away at the plate or simply fighting pitches off. In the dugout, they're talking about getting things started a little bit earlier and simplifying their swings to give themselves a little bit more time to get the bat through the zone. We'll see if they're able to make those adjustments, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. So now to the plate, Mike Tauchman. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. On a rope to the second baseman.
Now batting.
So runners at first and second here with 1 away. And it brings Esteban Florial in at the plate. From the stretch. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. First and second now, 1 man out. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Got him.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Now the 0-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. Still down 3-0. Dan Vogelbach is next. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Now the pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the second deck and gone.
That wasn't a particularly deep home run by today's standards, but it certainly did scream out of the park in a hurry. You see there on show track an impressive 112 miles an hour off the bat.
Kyle Seager swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to.
This one's also hit well. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
But right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
Up next,
Tom Murphy will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got him.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Ready for another shot now, Mike Ford. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
High and deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Giancarlo Stanton is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Base hit into right center.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1.
Inside ball.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Lewis is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Ready now, Gary Sanchez. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Count now, a ball and a strike. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A 2-run home run off the bat of Gary Sanchez. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Yankees are back in business. It's now a 4-2 ball game.
It's almost a shame because he was pitching a gem today.
Now back, second baseman, Torres.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. The sights. Now batting, Kyle Lewis. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. 0-1 the count. Now the pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Florial on the run. Still going back. And now over the wall. And this is going to be ruled a home run.
Now back.
Standing in now, Donnie Walton. As he'll take a look at ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Base is empty here with nobody out. Grounded to 3rd. On to 1st, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Malik Smith. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. That's by him for strike 1. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind 3rd. LeMahieu is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
The shortstop, Edgar.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Stanton, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And he's going to make it there, barely, as he's into second base with a.
Now back, right fielder, Nick Haniger.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make the change here. That's going to be all for Trevor Bauer. Bouncer to the left side. He's right there. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch, and the inning is over. Digging in now, Mike Tauchman. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Gio Urshela. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
And that'll bring in Estevan Florial. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, he knows it. But this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
3-1 the count now. Walker steps into his windup. Here it comes. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu. From the belt, kicks and deals. Into center field, line drive base hit. Here comes the Seattle skipper on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. That gets down and the inning will continue. The throw home. And that'll plate the runner from second and make it a bit more interesting at 5-3 now.
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get one knock a day, find a couple barrels. He happened to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You're having kind of a rough night last AB. You end up being able to do something positive, not only for yourself, but also helping the team out, too.
Hit hard to short. Fielded cleanly, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Yankees forced to settle for 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the M's 5 and the Yankees 3. Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Daniel Vogelbach. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. Next will be the designated hitter, Kyle Seager. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
And he falls behind 0-2. The Yanks entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop at a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this.
Number 22.
Stepping in now, Patrick Wisdom, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
To 2-2 now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And this will score the run from second to make this a 7-3 game now. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
He's got it, and a good throw gets him one gone. Standing in, Kyle Lewis. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. In there for strike one. And he takes strike two. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Donnie Walton. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0.
That's Bolton.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk would be the worst thing in this spot.
LeMahieu's got it. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Luke Voit. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
High and deep down the left field line. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball.
Halfway to the plate, this hitter's wondering why he even pulled the trigger on that. His hands feel like he's being stung by wasps right now.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. Smith is right there, 1 down.
Now batting. The pitcher.
Ready to take his hacks again, Gary Sanchez. As he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Gary Sanchez goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. Here's the first pitch to him. Torres is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air into shallow left center. Walton calls for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning.
Leading off for Seattle, the center fielder,
Luis Cessa enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
number 85.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Swing and a liner. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th.
Now batting.
At the plate, Edgar De La Cruz. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Grounded down the third baseline. takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Daniel Vogelbach is going to have another crack at it here, and it's been a great offensive performance for him so far. This was back in the 8th, his second home run of the game, as he'd dearly love to make it 3 right here. Called strike 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
The 1-2. Fouled away. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Good take right there. He's given him a great battle with guys in scoring position. We'll see who's going to win this duel.
And there are two away now.
The batter, number 15.
Striding forward now is the DH, Kyle Seager. Past meetings against Luis Sessa, he's a .333 hitter, 5 for 15. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Now at the plate, Patrick Wisdom. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss. Weekly hit to third. Reined in. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Mariner rally gets turned away as the inning is over. The Mariners threaten but leave them loaded. But they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. Striding into the box, Mike Tauchman. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
You see the great batting average coming in. 3 homers and 14 driven in. And he misses low with it, 2-0. Mondesi is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes, 1 away. Digging in work, Aaron Hicks will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. He pops up the changeup, heading out towards shallow right. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now. Ready once again. Miguel Andujar will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to run.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. And this afternoon's game ends 7-3.
final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners, 7 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Yankees, 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. The winning pitcher is Taijuan Walker. His record is now 1-6. The loss goes to Trevor Bauer. He falls to 3-2.